He has a quirk called confession, which forces whoever he talks to tell the truth about whatever he asks.
So basically, he got that Wonder Woman lasso to where if he shoots somebody and they'll just completely snitch and confess about anything. Yeah, you got that Wonder Woman superpowers with that lasso truth.
He does one of the coldest things I've ever seen. He goes to kick the guy holding Aerie, but he phases through Aerie so she won't get hurt.
Oh, damn! Oh my!
But shortly after he was born, he ended up killing his own mom.
Why? What the fuck? So you kill your mom just to impress a bitch?
Buenos dias, mi niggas.
Buenos... Oh, man, I fucked it up. Run it back.
Buenos dias, mi niggas.
Buenos dias, my nigga.
Today is the start of a brand new series. And I actually have been working on this series for a while, and I couldn't really figure out what I wanted to call it. But I think I came up with the perfect name for this series. So today will be the first episode of characters that were locked in.
Yes! Finally! We finally got it! Oh my god. I reacted to so many videos of just people that were just doing horrible things. Terrible parents. People that was just like not locked in or just something disturbing. Like, we finally got someone that's like locking the fuck in with these characters. Thank you. Beasky, thank you so much for making this, because all the videos that I have reacted to, I was disgusted and I was terrified. But we finally got a video that I can be happy about. Let's get it though.
So, shout out to Super Chill Garchomp. He actually guessed the name of this series when I posted the teaser for it last week.
Shout out to him.
So this series is going to be about characters that got that dog in them. Characters that didn't back down from the task at hand and gave it their all. Some of these characters might be villains, some might be heroes, and some might just be random individuals who were extremely determined. Maybe they were locked in with the hands, maybe they were locked in on a mission, or maybe they were just locked in on their own ambitions. But no matter if they won or lost, they were 100% locked in. So y'all know the drill. Sit back, relax, unsubscribe from every other YouTuber but me, and get ready for a show. Narrated by yours truly. Let's get into the first character.
Let's get it poppin'! I have no idea who that is.
Lemillion is a character from a show called My Hero Academia. And within this show, there's tons of great examples of heroes that were extremely locked in. But I think Lemillion showed some of the best lock-in moments in this show. But before I show y'all how locked in Lemillion is, let me give y'all some lore, just in case y'all haven't seen this show.
Alright.
So one day we see this little girl named Aerie running away from someone. And while she's running away, she runs into the main character Deku and Lemillion. And the man she is running from is a villain called Overhaul. But Aerie doesn't want Deku or Lemillion to get hurt, so she ends up running back to Overhaul to avoid any conflict. And shortly after their encounter, we find out that Overhaul has been abusing Aerie and using her for experimentation. He's basically on some creepy Orochimaru type shit. And we also see that Overhaul is incredibly evil. He kills one of his workers as soon as he gets back to the lab.
Stop her! The kid made a break for it!
Oh my god!
The one who let Aerie escape in the first place. So now let's talk about Overhaul. So this villain has a quirk that is called Overhaul. And with the quirk, he can dissemble matter with his bare hands. If he touches something or someone, he can completely break it down and destroy it on a molecular level.
Oh my god!
He's been using his quirk on Aerie to break down her body and take DNA from it. And with this DNA, he's using it to make a special drug that can remove a person's quirk entirely. And the reason this is such a big deal is 1, Aerie is a little girl who is being abused for her powers. And 2, just about every single person in this show has a quirk. They even got a dude with a squirt bottle head as his quirk. I'm sure he low-key would kind of want this drug. I can't see how this spray bottle head is useful.
Give it to me! Give it to me! Give it to me! Just give it!
But anyway, Overhaul is doing some very devious stuff. And while he's doing all this stuff in his lab, the other heroes are looking for his location. And the person who finds him first is Lemillion. Now Lemillion has a quirk called permeation. And with this quirk, he can phase his body through just about anything. The walls.
Oh, wow.
He can even do it through people's bodies.
Wow.
Sometimes he's also naked, which is kind of weird. but this quirk is insanely clutch. So now that we got the lore out the way, let's get into...
Locked in.
Lemillion pulls up on Overhaul, and he is not here for any games or any talking. He wants to save Eri because he was not able to save her during their first encounter. But Overhaul is like...
But anywho...
But then Lemillion started to run towards him. But then Lemillion lost control of his body and started moving like...
Man, I fell down to my knees when the law came.
And this is where Overhaul sends 2 of his bodyguards to stop Lemillion. The first one's name is Shin Nemoto, and he has a quirk called Confession, which forces whoever he talks to tell the truth about whatever he asks. And the second one is Data.
So basically, he got that Wonder Woman lasso to where like if he shoots somebody and they'll just completely snitch and confess about anything. Yeah, you got that Wonder Woman superpowers with that lasso truth. Like, let's come on now. Let's be serious.
Sakaki. He has a quirk called Sloshed, which lets him get drunk as hell, and then whoever is around him is also going to be drunk as hell. It's like he's getting you secondhand high if he's near you. So Shin starts making Lemillion snitch on himself and reveal how his quirk works. Then both the guards try to attack Lemillion. But Lemillion is probably the worst person you want to be stuck in a room with, because unlike them, Lemillion isn't bound by the walls in this room. So he goes through the wall and knocks both of them out.
Whoa!
He sets his eyes on Overhaul. He tries to hit him, but he dodges it. Then he does one of the coldest things I've ever seen. He goes to kick the guy holding Eri, but he phases through Eri so she won't get hurt.
Oh, damn! Oh my! He just phased through her so she won't get hit and just roundhouse kicked his ass. Oh, go back. Go the fuck back. Go the fuck back.
That was one of the coldest things I've ever seen.
Go back.
He goes to kick the guy holding Eri, but he...
Look how he's trying to kick bro, but he is literally going through her so she won't get hit.
Phases through Eri so she won't get hurt. Now y'all... Lemillion is extremely locked in right now, but even though he's retrieved Eri, Lemillion is like...
Job's not finished. Job finished?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Then Overhaul breaks the entire floor in one touch. And now it's time for one of the greatest lock-ins I've ever seen.
Them two going at it.
So off rip, he was trying to turn Eri and Lemillion into some barbecue chicken skewers. But Lemillion still manages to permeate through these spikes and still hold up Eri so she won't get hurt. So as Lemillion is dodging all the spikes from the ground, he realizes that Overhaul has removed the exit gate and there's no way out
of this one.
Oh, so he blocked it.
You're done.
And I'm not gonna lie, as much as I like Eri as a character, if this was me, I would have gave her one last hug and permeated my way out of there. But then we see that one of his guards is back awake, and then he pulls out a pistol with the quirk erasing bullets already in it. So he shoots it at Lemillion, but he used his cape to confuse the shooter. Then he popped up right under him. Then Overhaul said, you know what, I'm gonna just abuse Eri some more, and went to use his quirk on Eri. But Lemillion popped up, permeated through Overhaul's hand, and punched him square in the face.
Oh my god!
Again, but Lemillion kicked his ass out of the frame.
Damn!
Punches Overhaul before he can touch the ground to hurt Eri. Mind y'all, Lemillion isn't even a full-fledged hero yet. This nigga is still a third-year student in high school. I was failing science my third year in high school. Lemillion has not only mastered science since his quirk is permeation, but he's fighting grown-ass men at the same time as protecting this little girl. Then we see that Shin is back awake too, and then Overhaul passes him the quirk erasing bullets. And once again, I know me and every single one of y'all watching this would have permeated right out of this room as soon as he picked up those quirk erasing bullets. But he wasn't aiming at Lemillion, he was aiming at Eri. And I feel so bad for Eri. She's only 7 years old and she's been abused, experimented on, and now she's getting a gun pointed at her. And as he shoots the bullet towards Eri, Lemillion rushes to save her. And he ends up taking the bullet in order to save Eri.
Oh wow. Damn, got hit.
Lemillion just gave up one of the best quirks in the show to save a random little girl that he met the other day. He is the embodiment of a hero locking in. He didn't care about his quirk, he didn't care about his body, he only cared about his mission. So as Overhaul goes for the finishing blow, we see the body of his guard appear right in front of him.
Watch your opponent carefully.
Damn.
Wait, what?
You really about to rock my shit.
Oh my god! Oh, he locked in for real!
No quirk, no cape, no fear. Just a nigga with determination in hands. So Overhaul tries to grab him, but Lemillion got a new quirk. It's called Weave, and he uppercuts Overhaul.
Damn!
And still manages to save Eri again. Then Overhaul goes for another attack, trying to kill them both. And Lemillion throws Eri out the way and takes the entire attack by himself.
He do the cape off now. He finna get some action in.
This, the heroes finally show up and save him and Eri. And this was honestly one of my favorite moments in this show. There's no question in my mind that Lemillion was fully locked in for this entire fight. He got there before anyone else, took out multiple people, saved Eri multiple times, lost his entire quirk, then got speared. And he did all this with a smile on his face. I don't think I need to say any more. Let's get into our next character.
That's fire.
Next time you raise a
Who the
hand,
fuck are you? I can't
it will be the
even pronounce the damn name. I don't know.
last time you have hands.
So this character is from a show called Game of Thrones. And it's actually quite a few people in this show that lock in, but I don't think anyone did it as good as Daenerys Targaryen. Cause from the first moment we see Dany, she already showed us signs that she was more than willing to lock in if she needed to. So since this show is long as hell and has 8 seasons, I got a few examples of Dany locking in and getting the job done. But of course before that, I gotta drop some lore on y'all for all the people who don't know who Daenerys Stormborn from House Targaryen, first of her name, the Unburnt, Queen of the Andals, and the
Get off that nigga dick, bro. What is you doing?
I got carried away. Let's just get into it. So when we first see Dany, she's being given
Right off the bat, I seen 2 pairs of you know who. I'm gonna just run it back if y'all don't know what I'm talking about.
So when we first see Dany,
If y'all see what I see, then yeah, you can see nipples, everything. This is really on some 2002 Spider-Man when MJ was kissing Peter Parker and you can see her damn nipples out. She is wearing a damn dress that is see-through. Okay.
Dany, she's being given away for a marriage with Aquaman. Well, he's not really Aquaman in this show. His name is Drogo, but every time I see him, it just reminds me of Aquaman. Drogo is the leader of a
look like
group
him.
called the Dothraki. And at their wedding, she gets a gift of 3 old dragon eggs. And as the marriage between Dany and Drogo continues, we see that Dany is more fixated on the eggs rather than her husband, which I understand because this was a forced marriage. But eventually, Drogo ends up losing all ability to talk and function. So this leads Dany to host a funeral for Drogo, and she finishes the funeral off by setting up a giant fire. And then she walks into the fire with all 3 dragon eggs. And this was the first time we got a glimpse of her locking in. Cause you gotta either be locked in or insanely stupid to walk through this big ass fire and expect to not come out looking like that one piece of overly burnt chicken in my air fryer.
Literally.
But after the fire is out, we see that not only is she perfectly fine, but the dragon eggs have hatched. And everyone starts bowing down immediately. They looking like whenever my...
I know. Oh, wait a minute. I know damn well she is not butt-ass naked. Are you serious right now? Look at the top. Look at the top of the screen. What is she holding? She's holding something that's covering her area.
Bowing down immediately.
Yeah, she's butt-ass naked because there's no fucking way.
They looking like whenever my girlfriend tells me to do anything. But then she manages to recruit the rest of Drogo's army. So now she is the leader of the Dothraki. Dany sets out to be the queen of the 7 kingdoms. So now let's get into the first example of just how locked in Daenerys Targaryen was.
Alright, let's go. The mother of dragons.
So one of the biggest things that helps Dany through her journey is her 3 dragons, Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserion. And I want to point this out because it's hard training any type of animal. But this girl Dani was able to tame and raise 3 big-ass ancient beasts all by herself. I don't know about y'all, but seeing one dragon is enough for me to want to empty my bowels. The fact that she took the time and effort to care for these dragons is crazy levels of determination. I know people who can't even get their dog to sit on command. She was able to teach her dragons to blow fire whenever she told them to.
Dracarys.
Also, Dani is a woman, and y'all know niggas back then were hella misogynistic. So she had to really lock in and use the power of her dragons in order to really establish her presence. And even though they are babies right now, Dani is investing in these dragons because she knows that they are going to play a key factor in completing her goal of taking the throne.
Okay. Breaker of chains.
So just like she got her first army after Drogo died, Dani has a no slavery policy. So because of this, she literally goes around recruiting people and armies if they want to come with her. And just like her dragons, this is also a huge part of Dani being able to establish herself as a real threat and a real contender for that queen spot. She was dead ass just running from city to city, recruiting people and adding new additions to her roster. She was so good at finding and recruiting people, she found the only 2 black people in the entire world in the first 3 seasons. And she eventually has a huge army after all this recruiting is done. Because part of locking in is also locking in on the process. And a lot of niggas don't understand that principle. Dani wasn't in the position to just take the throne. She had to slowly build up power to do it. And this came with locking in and investing in her dragons, armies, and all the people she recruited for her journey. She was so locked in, she even scammed someone out of an entire army. She traded her dragon in order to get an army called the Unsullied. Then when she got the army, she ordered them to kill all the slave masters, and then she had her dragon burn the guy that she traded with. Now I do agree that Dani is a little crazy, but I know y'all see how determined she is right now. I also want to point out that Dani is only 18 years old right now. She's
doing all this shit, and I literally just seen it. So she's been trying to get this shit, trying to be the queen since she was 16. Started doing this when she was 16 is wild. So wait a minute. So how old was she when she was forced married? 14? What the hell?
Started all this when she was 16 years old. So I think her current resume is actually really impressive.
Mother's choice.
As the dragons continue to grow, they start to have that Dave Blunt type of appetite. So because of this, her dragons are going around burning and eating up everything. So this leads Dani to lock up Rhaegal and Viserion. And this isn't too important on her overall mission, but I think the fact that she was willing to part ways with 2 of her 3 dragons that gave her the power she needed speaks to how locked in she was. Because these are basically her children that she's locking up. And I've never been a mother before, but I can guess that this wasn't an easy thing to do. But because she needs to be seen as a smart and thoughtful ruler, she decided that it's best to lock them up until they can be functioning citizens within this universe.
Which is smart. I was gonna say, which is smart, because if you're trying to take the throne, but in a good way, like a good path, instead of just being an evil motherfucker that just says, don't give a fuck, I'm just gonna kill everybody and anybody who gets in my way just to get the throne. It's just not it. So her to be doing this, to lock them up, even though she sees them as kids, yeah, it is like a fucked up way to do it, because those are your kids. You don't want to do that. But you're trying to take the throne in a right way, in a civilized way. I mean, even though she did just a little bit of anti-hero shit, but overall, she's locking the fuck in my perspective.
After some time, the Dothraki end up getting a new leader, and his name is Khal Moro. And since he was calling the shots now, he ordered Dani to be taken away and imprisoned for the rest of her life.
Wait,
so the
why?
army that she had gotten after her husband's death was now against her. And this was one of the many hurdles that she had to overcome in order to get to the place she wanted to be. So she ended up getting rescued by some of her people from her group, but she had a plan up her sleeve too. So she ended up locking herself and the new Dothraki leaders in a giant room and setting the entire room on fire. And because she is unable to be burned for whatever reason, she She sits there and watches the people that were going to send her away burn alive.
This nigga is crazy.
Oh, wow.
You fucked up.
And Karl Morrow was the last one to die too. He was in there like...
Literally. Get me the fuck
After
up out of
seeing
there.
how crazy Dany was doing all this, the remaining Dothraki swore allegiance to her.
Nice. Dany's conquest. God damn, how many parts of this? We're on part 6!
So now Dany is emerging as one of the all-stars in the league. She got 3 grown dragons now, a huge army, and some of the most elite people surrounding her. So now it's time for her to lock in and remove all threats from her and the throne. And her first obstacle is Cersei Lannister, because she is the current queen of the Seven Kingdoms. And Cersei actually has just as much power as Dany does, due to her being queen, but also due to her family being extremely rich. And due to the beef between Dany and Cersei, Dany's army gets captured. But Dany isn't being nice anymore. She's ready to spin the block. And this time she's doing it with Dragonfire. She pulls up on the Lannister army and absolutely torches every single one of them. And shout out to Drogon. I know this is about Dany and her locking in, but Drogon is just as locked in as Dany throughout this entire series.
Woo!
But just because the Lannister army is cooked, that doesn't mean Cersei is going to give up that spot.
Bitch, I'd rather die!
Yeah?
So then Dany links up with a guy named Jon Snow. He's basically the realest nigga in the north. He literally got stabbed and came back. It's like my great grandpa always told me, real niggas can't die.
Exactly.
Her linking up with Jon, she basically united 2 giant armies under her. So now she got even more firepower than she had. But now it's time for her biggest obstacle in the conquest, the White Walkers. And the White Walkers are led by the Night King. They are basically a bunch of dead people that have been resurrected, and they're trying to take over the entire world. So Jon Snow ended up pulling up on the Night King, but the amount of White Walkers was way too much. So because they were outnumbered, Jon ended up calling Dany for help. And when she pulled up, she was once again torching every single one of these White Walkers. And I know they were happy to see her. They were probably down there like...
You guys are so screwed now!
But this is where Dany takes her biggest L. Her dragon Viserion gets hit with the ice spear and died right in front of her.
Oh,
and this was a huge
no.
loss for Dany and the army. Not just because they lost one of their biggest weapons, but Dany lost one of her children. And even though Dany was pissed and very sad, she still knew she had a mission to finish. She didn't let the fact that she lost her dragon stop her from pushing forward. And I think this shows how determined she still is. Cause not gonna lie, most people take one L and they give up completely. I can wake up and hit my toe on the bed and I'll cancel everything I had to do that day. But Dany didn't let any of these L's stop her from moving forward. Her arranged marriage didn't stop her. That big ass fire she survived didn't stop her. Slavery didn't stop her. And losing her dragon didn't stop her either. So then Dany pulls up on Cersei to meet for a truce. Cause with the White Walkers taking over everything, it's no time to beef anymore. It's bigger problems at hand. But with the approaching doom of the Night King, there wasn't any more time to talk. It was time for war.
For what, they're gonna team up? The final obstacle. I don't know if this is true or not, but I feel like her and the Queen may team up just to take down the White Walkers, or it's just gonna be a free-for-all, for my opinion. But I don't know. We're gonna see.
So when the White Walkers pulled up looking for smoke, Dany and all the armies that she had recruited stood ready to throw hands. But the real threat was the Night King, because if he dies, the rest of the White Walkers also die. But the Night King got something up his sleeve. After the White Walkers killed Dany's dragon, the Night King resurrected him and added him to his army.
Oh no!
I can't lie to y'all, he gave that nigga Viserion a much needed aura boost. I don't know what brand of scales those are, but I can't lie.
He got that shit on though.
So
he
now
do.
Dany is going to have to make her remaining dragons fight their dead brother. And I know this was hard for the dragons and Dany.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But they gotta lock in and eliminate them. And I'm gonna give some credit to my nigga Rhaegal here. He was holding his own out there. I know it's hard to see during this battle, but he was biting the shit out of his evil brother during this fight. He even bit his neck and started little broing him. And then Drogon pulled up and knocked the Night King off of his dragon. See,
nice.
I told y'all, Drogon is just as locked in as Dany. So when the Night King finally dies, everything is looking like it's gonna be sunshine and rainbows. But there's still one obstacle that remains.
The
Cersei
Queen.
Lannister. So Dany had a meeting with her council to discuss how to take down Cersei, and they were telling her to wait. But Dany was pissed. She already lost her dragon and half of her army. She wasn't trying to wait anymore.
I mean, I get it. Taking the throne.
So she took her dragons and her army and went to go pull up on Cersei. And as they were selling to go see her, one of Cersei's supporters backdoored Dany and ended up taking out another one of her dragons.
No!
Died right in front of his brother and his mom.
Damn!
And as sad as this was, I can't lie, this was a solid play, because now Dany is down to one dragon, but that still doesn't stop her. Then Dany found out one of her closest friends got captured and killed, and this was the last
Oh, God damn! Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, this is over, yeah. I would have crashed the fuck out. Not only I lost one, but two of my dragons, and one of my, girl best friends got captured, and they got killed. Yeah, if I was Dany, I'm locking the fuck in, and I'm crashing out on everybody that I see.
She completely tweaked out and went on a rampage.
Rage mode.
She started
I'm on
murdering
that.
everybody in the area. The castle.
I'm on that
innocent
Kratos
people.
bullshit.
She was even taking out some of her own men. And sadly, this was the downfall of everything that Dany was pushing for. Because while she did technically become the queen after all this, so I can't say that she didn't complete her mission, but Dany was too much of a crash out. She wanted to kill innocent people, and Jon Snow couldn't convince her otherwise. So he had to kill her to stop the madness. Even Drogon knew the throne wasn't worth all that Dany was planning to do. So he burned the throne and took his dead mom away. And although she didn't get to sit on the throne for very long because she started tweaking, I still think Dany was an excellent example of what it means to lock in and get the job done at all costs. And before any of the Game of Thrones fans start commenting on how evil of a character Dany was, I'm not here to argue right now. This is about characters who were locked in. All right, time for the next character.
I'm not gonna lie, I think that was like the best one out of so far, because that's crazy. Even though she did captured and she was the queen of the seven realms, I think he said. She wasn't wasn't able to sit on the throne because how crazy she was, because like I said, she lost two of her baby dragons and one of her girl homies got captured and got killed. If you're watching this, those three captions of the crash outs with the understandable, the justified, and reasonable crash out, I ain't gonna lie, I had to put her in the understandable because she lost two of her babies and one of her girl homies got captured and killed. Oh yeah, it was a pretty understandable to crash out. But even one of the dragons said the throne was not worth it at all. It really wasn't worth it. So I technically understand what the dragon was doing. Tori Hansen? That was on Power Rangers?
Okay, now this character I did have to do a little bit of research on. She's from a Power Rangers show called Ninja Storm. And I was a huge Power Rangers fan growing up. And I've been watching some of the Rangers episodes that I wasn't able to watch. And while I was...
Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I gotta look at all of them because there's one Power Ranger that's missing. Right, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Zeo, Turbo, Space, Lost Galaxy, Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm.
And
wait, what did I say? D-Not Thunder, SPD. What's that? Police officer? Power Rangers Mystic Force. Where's Power Rangers Samurai? Or Mega Force? Where them two shits at? Especially Power Rangers Samurai. I was a huge fan of watching that. The Samurai on Nickelodeon, I was constantly watching that. Samurai was my favorite one out of all the Power Rangers. Power Ranger Samurai was like literally my favorite one to watch.
Watching Ninja Storm, I realized that this group of Rangers was locked in for real. But it's one particular Ranger within this series that can lock in like no other. The Blue Ranger, Tori Hansen.
Blue Ranger.
And out of all the episodes, I think the best example of Tori locking in is
A Wild Wipeout. Okay.
So one day Tori was surfing, and while she was surfing, she ended up wiping out.
What the hell?
And she ended up in a whole different dimension. Don't ask me how this happened. The Power Rangers universe is very strange and doesn't make any sense. And in
So you mean to tell me when she was surfing or whatever, she fell into the water, woke up, and she's in a whole another dimension? I'm not gonna ask any questions, but okay.
this new world, everything is flipped. The good guys are bad and the bad guys are good. Some of the most vile villains are literally just chilling on the beach. But when she sees the Rangers, they are extremely evil and basically terrorists in this universe. And when she finds them, they immediately get to jumping her. And she's holding her own in this fight, but she ended up running away. But then she runs into them again. But this time, they are fully suited up and ready to take her out. And before y'all see just how locked in Tori gets, I want to point out that Tori does not have the ability to suit up in this universe. So she's going to have to take on 5 Power Rangers without a Ranger suit or a weapon.
Fuck no, baby.
And these Rangers got some crazy weapons. The Crimson Ranger has a Thunder Blaster rifle. The Blue Ranger has a Navy Antler that can electrocute niggas. The Yellow Ranger has a Lion Hammer that can literally cause earthquakes when it hits the ground. The Red Ranger has a Hawk Blaster that's powered by a turbine. And the Green Ranger has a sword that can also turn into a magical ass baseball bat. I would have gave up as soon as I saw all this. Just go ahead and kill me. I'm not finna fight all of y'all with these OP weapons. But Tori ain't back down.
Type of nigga stand on business, nigga. One man arm against 50, nigga. They gonna do that.
So as they charge at her, she immediately dodges them. Then she kicks the Green Ranger out.
Damn!
Then she looks behind her and blocks the Yellow Ranger, then trips him off the car.
Golly. That's too easy.
But the Blue Ranger is waiting for his turn too. So he does this very necessary flip.
Boy, if you don't get...
And she blocks every single one of his attacks. And these Rangers are not fighting fair at all. Because now the Green Ranger and the Blue Ranger start trying to jump her. And she ends up taking them both at the same time. Then the Crimson Ranger pulls out his gun and tries to shoot Tori. And I want y'all to really focus on the amount of weaving she's doing right here. She hits a full somersault, then lands in a pose. This is truly a beautiful scene. Then the Red Ranger tries to shoot her, and she dodges that too. Then she turns into Ultra Instinct Goku and dodges every single swipe from the Crimson Ranger.
Oh yeah, apology, I wasn't really familiar with the game. And
then she hits him with a 3-piece leg combo. Unmorphed right now. Put him ass on 5 Power Rangers. Then
for real,
her again, and she has yet to be touched.
Oh my god!
A lot, but we gotta add Tori to the list. Then the Yellow Ranger comes in and she spins away from all of them. I don't even know how she did that. Any regular person's femur would have snapped trying to do this.
Ow! 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 Oh my god! Looking at that makes me think that shit real life hurt my leg.
All fight was, it gets cut short because she gets saved. But this fight really stuck out to me because fighting 5 people is hard enough. But having to fight 5 Power Rangers with deadly weapons is a whole new level of being locked in. Right, time for the last character.
Last one, let's go.
Fine.
Of course, out of all people, it just gotta be Thanos, the bald purple nigga.
I'll do it myself.
Now I'm sure we all know Thanos. He's one of the greatest villains from the Marvel Comics and the MCU. And while I do know he is pretty evil, I also know that this purple ball sack was fully locked in on his goal. In the comics and in the MCU, Thanos was on absolute demon timing and didn't stop for any reason. But before we get into that, I'm gonna give y'all a quick lore drop. So when Thanos was born, he was ugly as hell. And I'm not even sure how he turned out this chopped, because his mom looked like this and his dad looked like this. So the fact that he was purple and this ugly is honestly a mystery. But shortly after he was born, he ended up killing his own mom.
Huh? Why? What the fuck?
And the reason...
Wait, hold on, go back. How the fuck you kill your mama for? What the fuck she do?
And the reason he killed his mom was to appease his girl, Lady Death.
So you kill your mom just to impress a bitch?
And Thanos was killing hella people just to riz her up. And it was low-key working. Every time he would kill people, Lady Death would be like...
So every time he killed motherfuckers, she like that shit. She gets turned on by that. She like...
Ooh, I see that you killed another. You killed like 5 different people. I might let you get some tonight. I kinda like that.
Girl, you on some Chucky and wife bullshit. Cause what the fuck?
So I'm gonna switch to the MCU version of Thanos for this part, cause I think it shows him a lot more locked in than in the comics. And I also know most of y'all niggas can barely read.
Bruh, ain't no way. Gathering the Infinity Stones. Yeah.
The stones consisted of 6 individual gems that did 6 individual things. The Power Stone had the ability to produce unlimited energy and power. The Time Stone was able to control time itself. The Reality Stone can rewrite reality. The Soul Stone can alter personalities. The Mind Stone grants telepathic and telekinetic power. And the Space Stone lets you teleport and gives you control over space. But the thing about these stones is they are all in different places and they all require different things to get them. So Thanos sets out to gather all 6 stones. So when Thanos set out to get the stones, he brought a group called the Black Order with him. They are also known as the Children of Thanos. So Thanos already had the Power Stone. We don't really see him get it in the MCU because he did it off screen, but he destroyed a planet called Xandar. So that's already one planet wiped out. And Thanos was so locked in, he pulled up on one of the strongest MCU characters of all time.
Or?
And of course, wherever Thor is, Loki's lion ass is there too. And I'm not sure what Thanos did to Thor and the rest of his crew, but they got done real bad. So Loki is the one with the Space Stone right now, and he goes to offer it to Thanos. But y'all know Loki's backstabbing ass would never do something like this without some tricks up his sleeve. And y'all
obviously
got Thor right now. He's palming him like a basketball. But as Loki went to give him the stone, Loki said, "We have a Hulk." So the Hulk pulls up and gets to beating the purple off of Thanos. But Thanos was eating them punches. Then he started absolutely dogging him and slammed him out. I also want to apologize to all my Hulk fans watching this. I know this probably brought back severe PTSD y'all still haven't got over.
Yeah.
Trust me, I would know. I'm
yeah.
one of them.
I am too.
So now Thanos got 2 of the 6 stones. Next up on the list is the Reality Stone. And this stone is located on a place called Nowhere. So he pulled up to get it and he was stopped by the Guardians of the Galaxy. But the only one he didn't pack up was his daughter Gamora. And she was ready to take his life. But when she tried to, turns out he already had the stone. He literally did all this just to flex the stone and change the scenery. So now that's 3 out of 6. Next stone is the Soul Stone. And if you don't know, the Soul Stone can only be acquired by exchanging something that you love. So Thanos takes Gamora and sacrifices her in order to get the Soul Stone. And this was actually when I knew he was super locked in, because he actually loves Gamora and you could tell he didn't want to do this. But now he got 4 stones, so it's only 2 left. But the Time Stone is protected by a man named Doctor Strange.
That's
so
strange.
Thanos gotta really lock in to get this stone. And before he could even take a step, Iron Man launches an entire ship at Thanos. But Thanos got 4 stones now. it's gonna take a lot more than that to kill him. So he starts fighting with Doctor Strange, but Thanos was too much for them. Iron Man put up a good fight, but in the end, he still got little broed by Thanos.
Embarrassing.
So now Thanos has 5 of the stones. It's only one left, the Mind Stone.
Oh boy, the last stone.
This stone is located on Earth, specifically inside a man named Vision's head. And Thanos had already told his children to go get it, but the Avengers were not just gonna let the children of Thanos take the stone without a fight. So the children of Thanos make their way to Wakanda to retrieve the stone. And when they pulled up, they came with a huge army, and at first it looked like the Avengers was putting in work. Everybody besides the Hulk. They got Bruce's ass in a prosthetic Hulk suit right now. That Thanos beatdown gave him lifelong Hulk erectile dysfunction. But then they start getting overwhelmed, and all the heroes are getting taken down. But then we see a giant beam of light, and it's everybody's favorite Asgardian. And he's looking for Thanos to run the ISO right now. He gotta get his payback for when Thanos was palming his head like a basketball. But the children of Thanos have been trying to beat the stone out of Vision so they can give it to Thanos, but they have yet to get it. So Thanos pulls up to Wakanda to get it himself. But luckily we got Captain America to say,
yeah,
well, at least we got Bruce
No.
Okay, well we are in Wakanda, so at least we got Black Panther.
Nope.
Okay, well Cap is back.
Nope.
Yeah, just give it up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's over. Bro, nigga is smacking every niggas that he see. Black Panther, gone. Captain America, gone. Winter Soldier, gone. Iron Man, gone. Like, no. Like, Thanos was on. He was locked the fuck into the point where he don't give a fuck. He just gonna one-shot them and just get it himself.
Y'all, Thanos is too locked in on his mission. So Vision's girl Wanda destroys the stone in his head so that Thanos can't get it. But remember guys, Thanos has the time stone. So he ends up reversing time and...
Oh. That's why he got it. Cause I was gonna sit up here because I did watch the movie. And I'm just sitting up here like, okay, Vision destroyed it. But then Thanos just said rewinded and just took it himself. And I'm just like, how the fuck he get the stone and Vision fucking destroyed it? And then I realized, bro got the time stone. So the nigga can rewind time or fast. I don't think he can fast forward time. I think he can just rewind time. So yeah. Now I know why.
Pulls the stone out of Vision's head. So now Thanos has every single Infinity Stone. But then Thor throws the axe right at Thanos. Then he got all in his face talking about some
I'm like that, nigga.
I'm like that.
But Thanos wasn't worried about this and still managed to put his hand up and snap, causing half of the entire galaxy's population to no longer exist. And I just know Lady Death felt this snap, and yeah, that's how Thanos locked in and erased half the universe. And he...
Yeah, I was just about to say, I know his wife, Lady Death, when she found out that bro snapped his finger and eliminated half of the damn population of the universe, I know her ass was getting wet and horny off of that shit. She was like, please, put that in me. I want that tonight. When you get home from completing your mission, I want that in me.
Almost did it again in the next film, but he got finessed by Iron Man. But not gonna lie, he damn near locked in twice. But that's it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this new series I'm starting. Also, not gonna lie, I don't have many characters for this series right now, so I'd really appreciate if y'all could comment any characters y'all think locked in and should make the list. But I'm tired of talking to y'all. Cue my outro music.
I was gonna say, Beasky, hopefully if you watch this, I hope you can put maybe Marvel Spider-Man in there. Not Peter Parker, but Miles Morales. Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales game on the PS5. Maybe it's Miles Morales, that's it. I was gonna say Peter Parker for Marvel Spider-Man 2. No, you know what? No. Marvel Spider-Man on the PS4 when he was fighting the Sinister Six by himself while the world was in danger. Yeah, this was a good shit. This was a good video. I like that. I I really do. I like the part with the girl that was trying to take the throne but wasn't able to because she crashed the fuck out after losing 2 dragons and losing one of her homies. I like the one with the Power Ranger where she had to like lock the fuck in when it was literally a 1v5 with Ranger suits, with weapons, while she's just in her normal form with no weapons at all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, you already know what to do. But other than that, I'll see you in the next video. We out of here. Peace.